Hi, everybody. Oh my goodness. Wow. What a day. What a day. But I'm so excited to finally be in here. I was gonna go live on Facebook and I decided to try and figure out how to live stream. Anyways, I was gonna be doing this on my personal page, which I guess isn't like a bad thing, but I wanted to get it in here. So, anyways, sorry it's been so crazy. Sorry it's been so crazy, but it's fun. We have a different recording that'll be dropped for you guys next week. I have just had a day full of pivoting and all good things, like all good things. And instead of doing this, like casting vision and goal setting, workshop on Zoom, like I had planned on doing, I ended up getting home 30 minutes later because of things out of my control. And we just had a great conversation about how we have to pivot, right? Like we have to pivot in our business with our strategies and how you can continue working towards goals, but you not just accept the hurdles that are going to, jump out in your way, but almost how you expect it and you embrace it along the process. So stay tuned. I'm just going to call it like a bonus conversation that we're going to get out of today. And that's just how we do it. Like, that's just how we do it. So, anyways, all right. I am so excited to talk to you guys today about vision casting and goal setting, really like not just for your business, but like I would call it like for passion driven success. So, I want to encourage you to take a second, pause this. If you aren't ready, go grab yourself a notebook, grab yourself a pen. I'm going to ask you, like, you're going to have some writing down and stuff like that to do this evening, or whenever you're watching this. So, get ready, get ready, get ready. So, okay. So welcome, welcome. I'm so excited. We're going to talk really like I think this is something that can truly transform your business. And it's this idea of casting a vision and setting goals that are not only going to grow your business, but things that are going to bring you joy along the way. I have been in business with Lemongrass Spa for over 13 years at this point. And it's one thing to set goals for the sake of it. It's one thing to set your financial goals. Like it's one thing to set title goals or sales goals or something like that, right? But the reality is you want these goals to be fueled by the things that you are passionate about. And the reason why is because they become so much easier to achieve and the process is so much more joyful. So we're going to kind of explore a little bit about how to create vision that lights you up and goals that you can actually get excited about. Because I'm here to tell you, whatever, like if you can dream it, you can achieve it. And again, I'm going to like refer to that chat that we had earlier today. So like make sure that you like find that recording. If you want, ask me in the comments below to like tag you in it. I'll try and get the recording link and post it in the comments too, because we just really talk about having appropriate expectations. And I don't know, it just kind of ended up being an impromptu piece of this puzzle I didn't know we were going to have. So, okay, let's get started. I want to know. So if you're watching this, I want you to write this down, but I also want you to comment below. Okay. Like, let's like have some conversation about this because it's an important conversation. And I want to know what is the one thing about your business that excites you right now? Like, what is the one thing, if you could only pick, what is the one thing about your business that excites you right now? Maybe it's a relationship that you are building. Maybe it's an income that you are earning. Maybe it's the desire for an income. Like maybe you haven't earned the income yet. Uh, maybe it's the new holiday products that were just announced today. That was exciting, right? So I want you to like take a second. I want you to comment below and let me know, like, what are you most like? What's one thing you're really excited about in your business? And I want to encourage you, come back and check out the other comments and see what other people are excited about, right? Maybe it's one of your spa sisters, your upline, your downline, your crossline, whatever. Let's have some conversation about this, right? Because this is one of those like energy and positivity breed more energy and positivity. So like it's called synergy, right? It's a give and a take is what synergy is. And so I want you to comment below and I want you to go and engage on somebody else's what they're excited about. So take a minute and do that. So, okay, after you do that, are you ready? Pause me if you're not. All right, so now we're going to kind of start casting a little bit of vision. So we're gonna do an exercise. All right, are you ready? I want you to like close your eyes. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to wave a magic wand, and I want you to envision what you would love your business to be in 1 year. Okay, I want you to imagine not just like the financial aspects, but like think about like how do you want to feel about your business in 1 year? How do you want to feel about your business? Maybe you want to feel valuable. Maybe you want to feel successful. Maybe you want to feel joyful. Maybe you want to feel fulfilled. Maybe you want to feel fun, encouraging. What are some things that you want to be feeling with your business in 1 year from now? So take a minute, pause me again, and I want you to kind of like write it out. And again, I want you to share in the comments. Okay, let's have like a good synergy conversation here. So pause me, share in the comments. So like, I really want you to take a moment and just really imagine where your business could be a year from now. Picture it in your mind. Okay. What does success look like to you? What does success look like to you? Now, we're in such a cool industry. We have such a cool company. Success can be many shades of blue. Okay. Success can be many shades of blue. So one of you, you're going to close your eyes and like, if you were to imagine the color blue, right? If I were to say, imagine the color blue, everyone would close their eyes and probably think of a different color, a different shade of blue, right? And so this goes to show that success is going to look different for each and every person. And that is what's so beautiful about it, is because it's unique and it's authentic specifically to you. So the first step of casting vision is identifying, what does success look like to me? And what does that success make you feel? How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel empowered? Does it make you feel energized? Does it make you feel harmonious? Take a moment and like really embrace, how do you feel if you were able to wave that magic wand and you woke up and that is what your business looked like 1 year from now? And just really take a moment and embrace that vision, because this is really like what we're going to start working on, working towards today. I'm so excited. So once you kind of have that vision, again, synergy, comment below. All right, comment below. Let's have a conversation about it. And, visualize with feeling. It's one thing to say, I want a new title. It's one thing to say, I want a paycheck. That's $1,000. It's one thing to say, I want to pay off my credit card. I want to pay off some debt. I want to take my family on a vacation. I want to send my kid to gymnastics camp. I want to get all my products for free. It's one thing to put something on there, but I want you to actually sit and think, how would it make me feel to accomplish that? How am I going to feel because I accomplished that? Right? So for me, I've got a kid in gymnastics, right? Who wants to go to gymnastics camp, on top of her gymnastics practice and her gymnastics competitions and all that stuff, right? So I'm going to be imagining how I'm going to be feeling as a mom to be able to send my daughter to the gymnastics camp of her dreams because of my business, right? How's that going to make me feel? That's going to make me feel empowered. It's going to make me feel encouraged. It's going to make me feel valuable. It's going to make me feel so happy that I get to provide an experience for her. So excited that she is going to get to experience, getting out of her comfort zone and trying these new things and being challenged and pushed. I'm like so overjoyed with the excitement of the new lessons that she's going to learn. Like really think about how are you going to feel when you're able 1 year from now to wake up and be like, all of my family's products were free. I was able to take my family on that vacation, was able to finally pay off that credit card. Like whatever that looks like to you, I want you to really like visualize with feeling. And so, one of the keys to creating a powerful vision is really making it something that you can feel. It's never just about the numbers or hitting a sales goal or that title or that promotion or even that spa trip, right? For those of you who are working on earning the spa trip, it's never just about the spa trip. It's never just about the paycheck, but it's about creating a business that is sustainable and makes you feel alive. It's about being emotionally connected to your vision, because this is something that you are excited to wake up to every day. This is something that when you are not really feeling it, when you do have to pivot, when you do have those hurdles or those challenges or those roadblocks, right? Or when you get in your own head, when you get in your own way, when you start having fear of success, fear of failure, self-sabotaging, having this visual and having it attached to some emotion of how you are going to feel, this is what's going to help you push through those harder experiences, push through the adversity, get that grit and get that perseverance. So that, like, don't skip this. I want to really encourage you, sit down and think about that and take the time to actually write it out and then go a step further and comment with it below, right? Comment with it below and then go and comment on somebody else's and be encouraging, right? Be an encourager. This is such a great community, such a great community. And so next, the next step here is we've got the vision, we've got the emotions, we understand what that looks like, right? Our next step is reflecting on your personal strengths and figuring out how you can design your business around the things that you love doing most. So I'll say for me, it's funny, like goal setting, vision casting, one of my favorite things. Okay. One of my favorite things. I know it's one of my strengths. I know creativity is one of my strengths. I know, copywriting is one of my strengths. I know communication is one of my strengths. Right. And so, I know relationships is one of my strengths. And so as a business owner, I'm going to look at my strengths and I'm going to learn how to leverage my strengths in order to help me get to my goal. And here's the thing, you guys, here's the thing is that each and every one of you has a multitude of strengths that are very impactful and that are going to help you get from where you are now to where you want to be. Okay. It's going to help you get from where you are now to where you want to be. But you're not going to be able to do that if you don't take the time to identify what your strengths are, what your passion is, and how you can leverage those things to get where you want to go. Have you ever heard the saying? It's, if you have this is probably not right, but hopefully you'll get the sentiment. It's like if you have a kid who is struggling in math, but they are like exceptional in at tennis, you get them a tennis coach. Right? This is the same concept, right? You get them a tennis coach. And so that's what I want to encourage you to do here is go all in with your passions, go all in with your strengths. Okay. All in with your passions, all in with your strengths. And if you are not entirely sure what that looks like, don't worry, we can continue this conversation. All right. And maybe ask your questions below. I know this was meant to be like workshoppy and stuff like that, but comment your questions below. And I promise I'm going to circle back. I'm going to talk to you about it. Okay. So, think about, what are your strengths? What are you naturally good at? What do you enjoy doing the most in your business? When you focus on doing the things that you love, everything else becomes easier. And you'll notice that you are actually like maximizing your opportunity for results. Okay. So I'm going to use an example here. What I love about this industry is we have two lanes to go in, right? We have in person and we have social media. Now, what's great is you can pick one of these lanes or you can do both. But here's the thing, and here's where I think people start struggling, is they think that they have to do both, right? They think they have to do both in order to be successful. But the reality is you don't have to do everything. You just have to do something. You have to go all in with something. So if you are like, I really don't enjoy social media, sis, your business should not be on social media. Okay. If you are like, I really just love social media and I don't want to do face-to-face things, my friend, go all in on social media. Okay. Stop worrying about what other people are doing and just focus on your own darn self, right? Focus on your strength, focus on your joy, focus on your passion. Okay. When you what is something that you like doing in your business that really lights you up? Or maybe you're not doing anything in your business that lights you up. What does that look like? It's probably dark. What could you do? What should you do more of in your business that is going to light you up? All right. I always say, like, you are never going to accomplish anything by shaming yourself, right? You are never going to motivate yourself with shame. You're never going to motivate yourself with, I should do this better. I could do this better. All right. That is never going to motivate you. And that is definitely, it might motivate you for a split second, but it's not long lasting, right? It's not long lasting. You have to motivate yourself through inspiration. You motivate yourself with positivity. You motivate yourself with authenticity. Okay. So if you are a circle constantly trying to fit yourself into the square and you're like, why is it not working? All right, my friend, go back to toddlerhood where you learned how to sort the shapes, right? We can evolve and we can grow and we can, change how we do things, right? But the key here is you should be spending 90% of the time in your business doing things that fill you up, that inspire you, because that is the only way to motivate yourself. Okay, it's the only way to motivate yourself. So, okay, let's talk about smart-ish goals. We want to talk a little bit about setting realistic goals, but also exciting goals, and really focus on the fact that we need to be flexible and have joy over rigid perfection. Okay, so I'm sure you've heard of SMART, measurable, SMART goals. That's what: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound, right? But here's the thing: goals should also be fun and they should also be flexible. So don't get yourself so caught up in perfection that you're not actually taking any action. All right. I always say progress over perfection, right? Progress or what is it? I forget what saying is. Never mind. Progress makes progress. I don't know. Sorry, forget what it is. I just forgot it. But focus on setting goals that make you excited and know that you get to and you will adjust your goals along the way as needed, right? After all, like, what is the point of having a successful business if you're not enjoying the journey? Okay, what is the point of doing this if you're not enjoying the process? Okay, if you are too stressed out, you're not focusing in on the things that bring you joy enough. Okay, I said this years ago, at one of the spot trips, and they were interviewing earners. And they were like, hey, like, what they were asking something. And I literally was like, if you're not having fun in your business, you're doing it wrong. And I don't mean that in a like, you're doing it wrong way, but more in a you can't force yourself into a mold. Find your strength, find your superpower, find your joy, find what lights you up. Because you guys, this business can be so fun. This business can and should be so fun. And when you are having fun, you are making an impact. When you are having fun and making an impact, guess what? You're going to grow your income. Okay. You're going to grow your income. I'm going to share a little secret with you. It's not a secret because I've said this before. I hate doing Facebook parties. Okay. I hate doing Facebook parties. I used to love them and I did them for years and I enjoyed them and they were so successful. And then something started happening. I started stressing over them and I wasn't enjoying them as much. And wouldn't you know, my paycheck went down? Wouldn't you know my sales started to dip? Wouldn't you know that my parties got lamer and lamer and engagement got less and less and people stopped booking? It was harder and harder to get hostesses. And here's what I realized. I had to let go. I had to keep my sales goal, right? I had to keep my sales and commission goal, but I had to pivot. I had to release something that was no longer serving me, release something that was no longer filling me up, that was no longer joyful in my business. I had to release that. And I had to find where my heart was, find where my passion was. And do you know where that was? It was in my group. It was in my customer relations management, my customer care. And I decided to let go of the draining activity that I thought I was supposed to be doing in order to get the sales I wanted, sales I needed. And I went all in with where my heart was. And you guys know what happened? My sales increased, my paycheck increased, my group members increased, my customer retention increased. And would you know, I don't do Facebook parties anymore. My sales are still above where I want them to be because I chose to go all in with where my heart was, with where my passion was. Okay. So I want to encourage you. What does it look like to have SMART goals? So I want you to write this down. SMART, it's, acronym: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. Okay. So that means there's a deadline. All right. So I want you to write this down. And anytime, if you are like, I'm not goal oriented, I don't know how to set goals, I want you to go back to SMART goals. And I want you to ask yourself, what goals can I make that are specific, that are measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound? Okay. And we'll have a whole different workshop on that because I think we need to have conversations and dialogue about it. But if you have some of those, I want you to drop them below. And if you don't, again, I want you to pause this and I want you to kind of sit and dream. I want you to sit and think about that a little bit. Okay. And, the next thing is once you have clear vision, this is where you can really break it down into smaller bite-sized goals. Okay. So think about the next 30 days, 60 days, or even 90 days. What steps can you take to move yourself closer to that big picture, right? These small wins add up. And the reality is, before you know it, you'll notice that you are hitting those bigger milestones, not just for fun, but like with ease. So, all right. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to wrap this up because I feel like this was a lot of information. I feel like it was a lot of things. My family is texting me like crazy. It always happens. But we're just going to do this in 2 parts, and this is going to be part 1. All right, this is going to be part 1. I'm going to be back with y'all in November, and we're going to do part 2 because there's more to do. But without the vision casting, without the, kind of evaluating that we've done today, it's hard to move on to the next spot. So, there you have it. There you have it. We're going to start with our vision casting. We're going to start with some baby goals, get our wheels turning, get our feelings up, get it dreaming a little bit. And comment below when you have done all of this, and I will be inviting you to the second part here as we get a little bit closer to November. So thank you guys so much for hopping on, watching the replay. I hope this was beneficial. Can't wait to come back to all your comments below, and I will chat with you all soon.